Hey everybody, call me Félix, and if grade A cows graduated from Bovine University, they probably wound up in beef paradise, in a bucolic setting, a roadside cafe away from the bustle of Laoag City, the provincial capital of Ilocos Norte in the far northwest Philippines. The place is Kubolaluhan, a newly launched alfresco restaurant specializing in beef bulalo, that heartwarming soup of beef shank and bone marrow simmering away for several hours until tender. Kubolaluhan was started by the same restaurateurs behind one of Laoag City's more iconic restaurants, La Preciosa, a bastion of Ilocano culinary tradition considered a must on any visitor's itinerary to Ilocos Norte. I previously posted a first-time review on La Preciosa, and it's fair to say I just scratched the surface on their expansive menu, such that, to borrow the AM/PM convenience store slogan, it has too much good stuff. Not to mention all the lovely cakes at their bakery. In that vein, it was a great idea for the La Preciosa people to build a standalone restaurant, not just for bulalo, but also a number of mouth-watering dishes, particularly when it comes to beef. The Sizzling Bulalo steak is an impressive slab of beef shank, piping hot and drenched in rich, creamery butter and mushroom gravy. There's a Filipino-Korean fusion dish of beef pares bibimbap, or burnt rice with a side of kimchi. There's also a wide variety of hearty silog dishes, but I just had to go with another side of beef. Rich and tangy beef steak with a mound of java rice and 2 picture-perfect sunny-side-up eggs. We wound up ordering more than we bargained for, but did we find Kubolaluhan's bevy of rich beef dishes to be absolutely divine bovine? Keep watching to find out. And after a long day of doing nothing, or at least hanging out around Robinson's Mall after pigging out at McDonald's, you know what's good? Even Red Horse on ice tastes good on a very humid day. Yeah,
most definitely humid day.
A humid day.
We worked up a sweat
inside the mall
at Tom's World.
Oh yeah, the arcade. Yeah. And so we're here for an early dinner, or at least because the sun is out. So, and then they have some snacks while we're waiting for our bulalo and all that other beefy good stuff.
I like how they give a complimentary pulutan before your meal. Wow.
Yeah.
Not many places do that.
So they give you adobong mani, which is like a fried peanut, and then some dilis.
And some fish cracker?
And some fish cracker. Yeah, dilis. Crunches right through too. Doesn't feel like the dilis I don't like is if it doesn't crunch through.
Oh yeah.
And then it leaves like too much of a saltiness in your mouth that's just unpleasant. But this one I like.
The fishy taste.
It's all pretty light, yeah. And it's still got a fishy taste, and of course with beer.
To wash it down.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, is this a bibimbap?
Yeah. A pares.
Yes, thank you so much. That's perfect.
It's a very Filipino fusion sort of dish, isn't it?
I like that. I like how they...
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's now.
Sorry, JP. You got something more interesting in.
Oh!
Kisser?
Oh, bulalo.
Mm-hmm. You got bulamami though, with noodles.
I know.
Alright guys, you got our food. Service is very fast here, I must say. I mean, with all the pollutant here, we only waited 10 minutes, just about. Fascinating. So this is our Bistek silog. So it looks like some java rice, beef steak, with some onions. Looks like reduced soy sauce gravy. And look at those eggs, they almost look perfect, as if they're like, you know, like in Japan, they have like a whole industry of making like eggs that look like that. That looks almost picture perfect. It almost looks not even real, like plastic. And then you've got bibimbap, with pares. So this is Filipino fusion with Korean food. Oh, everything's Korean's very popular. Okay, JP says to try this out first. So with some kimchi on top. And I hear the kimchi is pretty dang good as here too. So bibimbap is all burnt rice. Doesn't look very burnt. Holy shnikes.
Pitcher to water. Tapos sa iced tea. Thank you.
Dad got himself a bulalo all to himself with mommy noodle soup.
Wow, they serve it with lusay.
What's lusay?
That kind of noodles. It's a special noodles here in Ilocos.
Wow, special mommy. How about that? Special. Okay. Okay, not fully burnt, but then it's all integrated with that sauce on the bottom. So let's try that out. Pares Bibimbap.
Did you get meat?
Yeah, I got some meat there, please. Let me get a bigger one with the kimchi and carrots.
Not bad, no?
It looks tastes pretty good.
Yeah?
I wish
more
the
gochujang.
a little more gochujang, and I wish that the rice was allowed to cook a little more to get the burnt ends there.
Yeah.
But I think the taste profile is good. There's the richness of the beef, the freshness from the carrots that have been like, and then the kimchi. There's a bit of tartness there, cutting through there. The rice is good texture, substantial, but without like sticking too much together. Again, I wish there was a little more caramelization.
This is a burnt end right here. Try that one. Okay.
The burnt here?
This one.
Do I have it? Oh, there. I want to try that burnt bit.
Good, right?
Yeah. Brought out a little more of the clove too. Like a little star anise forward flavor. Okay. Where shall we go next?
This one.
Bulalo. Oy! It's like behind or here. And oy! Bulalo steak. Holy shnikes. Wow. And they can bring this sizzling hot. Wow, that looks like a pretty big piece of meat too. I'll cool that off because we gotta try a bit of bulalo. Yay! And of course, there's bulalo in the name, I think. Yeah, or at least it's inferred. So we got some, looks like winged beans.
I think this one's
Okay. Ooh. Oh, hello, there's a big fat piece of meat right there. Let's take our spoon right out of the bibimbap, I think. Might fudge the flavor a bit, but who knows?
Bulalo steak, ma'am.
This one. Okay.
Ooh, that's yours?
Yeah, I'm trying to set the top of something.
So the broth here, there's like
Yeah, that's good.
the broth here has a bit of an oily sheen, but the mouthfeel is just about right of what you want in bulalo. You don't want it too thick, you don't want it too oily either. Just about right. Clean, it's beefy. All those things. Let's see. We gotta try out the beef, of course, because I mean, I think I'll dig into the bone marrow next if I can. But there is a nice chunk of beef. Look at that. Lean bits, tender, gelatinous bits there. Yeah. It's very comforting. It's like the soup is clean, but it's definitely beefy. And the beef itself has the right texture of substantial bits and also gelatinous bits too. Because like, you don't want your beef necessarily too tender or falling apart. So you want to have a bit more substance. There we go.
It's really comfort food.
Yeah.
It's been simmering, stewing for like at least 4 hours, you can tell.
Yeah.
It's so soft.
Yeah. And they didn't really have to augment the beef, like the soup, like by a ton either. It's all just about the beef, right? And then we got some snappy green beans for contrast and freshness as well. The steak.
Help you to cut this meat.
Yeah, especially because you're blocking out the sun. Stand like that for the rest of the time.
I know, I thought I picked the better spot because we're out here, but
Actually, that's better because it's hot behind you, but at least you
I know, right? It's on your face.
burning.
My neck's gonna get dark, that's it. Not my face, you guys.
Okay, I'm gonna stand behind the shield of Warren because stand like that, please.
Sure.
Yeah. Exactly.
Filming so you can sit down.
Yeah, I'll try to finish filming so he can sit down, but I gotta try the silog next. Wow, look at the gravy. It's like almost treacle. You can see this is like all demi-glace, and it looks like a bunch of steak butter went into this.
You can.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh la la! Ah!
Uh-oh.
Don't spill the beer now on me. We'll add some extra beer flavor on this, please. Although beer gravy sounds interesting. I wonder if they put beer gravy in this. Just a random thought. Okay. I'm gonna go with big fat potato cut, big fat steak cut. Look at that. That gravy, I'm glad, is not too rich so it doesn't override the beef, but it's just appropriately so. It definitely has like a buttery, like as if like someone melted like a stick of butter in here, like while it was doing its thing on the hot plate. It's almost as if it's got that sort of gravy, like mushroom gravy, sort of consistency.
Thank you. So much. Try this, it's good.
And then I'm gonna just try the beef on itself. But again, everything here about the food's all about the beef, which is really good. Yeah, the quality of the beef is really nice. It's very comforting gravy. Almost like really mushroomy too.
They didn't skimp on the quality of the ingredients.
Yeah.
You can tell.
Especially the beef. The beef is above average for Ilocos. Really good. Because the cows here, they eat anything practically. So,
Like goats.
yeah. So sometimes you get some really uneven, like too overly fatty cuts, and then you have overly lean cuts, and like, no, this beef is just like substantial pieces, not without the bone. Oh my gosh, I'm dying.
Taste the bulalo. Oh my god. So
All right, let's do this the proper way.
I'm using JP as a shade.
Yeah, indeed, that's what I should do too, but JP doesn't cover the sun, unlike Warren. Warren is a kid of the sun. Okay, the sun shines in my eyes, so we're gonna try to split this egg on top of our rice, because that's the way to do it, I feel. There you go, golden yolk for the golden hour. Like so. There you go.
Oh, that's a good tagline.
What?
Golden hour thing.
Yes, this is what they call the golden hour, this hour before sunset. The
We're
sunset.
melting.
I'm dying out here. Okay.
The food's delicious.
The food's delicious. There are more portions are huge. But there you go. Beef steak, egg, java rice. This is how a silog is done. Now I'm glad this beef steak has more of a sour edge from the vinegar, because we've had a lot of beef here.
Pre-planning service here.
And then the egg,
Good food and tanning service.
I wish was a little more yolky, but I mean, creaminess on creaminess with the java rice and then the egg. And then the steak. And then, I don't know what this garnish is. Eggplant, it looks like saluyot and eggplant and tomato.
Eggplant and what do you call
The
this?
salad, no?
The salad.
Kangkong, I think.
Tomato.
Is it kangkong pito, right?
Kangkong and with the bagoong.
Jeez, that sun is just like.
I know, I'm dying.
You're lost to, yeah, I don't know.
How about you? Aren't you dying in this heat?
They never call this the
it's-
Sunshine City of Laoag if not for the sun.
Yeah. Is that
The
what they call it?
Sunshine City.
Yeah,
The Sunshine
The
City.
sun shines too much in my eyes right now. Ugh. And of course, you gotta have a beer with this. It's like, thankfully, it's cold and you don't need the ice cube. I think with all the sun in my eyes, you know, let's pour one out. Oh my gosh, my hand is shaking as I do it. Oh my goodness. Don't worry, there's only 45 minutes left of sun. Don't worry, hang out. Oh no, 25 minutes. Yeah, that's how thirsty I am. Look at that, I almost down my glass. Okay, but I try not to. But yeah, this is a lot of food, a lot of... I ate too much for lunch too, or at least what a normal person eats for lunch is not a Big Mac, a double quarter pounder with fries, or a double quarter pounder with cheese with a large fries and 2 pieces of chicken and yeah, whatever.
Can I say something about this beef steak?
Go ahead.
They gave us a knife to cut through
Yeah,
it.
you didn't eat it, did you?
Yeah, no. I just used the chopsticks. It's really tender.
Yeah, I only used my spoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So props to the cook, whoever that is. It's really delicious.
Props to the cook, whoever they are. If they work for La Preciosa especially. This is all kind of a luxury for me because I don't eat beef that often. Especially not trusting the beef in Ilocos, but this is premium grade stuff, I must say. Because the beef here is substantial, yet got some nice tender bits. They did such a good job with the gravies too. With the beef steak and then the bulalo steak. And then of course with bulalo here, it's all about the
It's almost going down.
beefiness of the broth. Yeah, I know, the sun's almost going down. Oh my gosh, I should have worn a bandana like Warren. It's almost there, it's almost fading. Oh my gosh, thankfully. Is that gonna be your gag from now on, Dad? To sing that song from The Sound of Music? Okay, these guys have quit, and unfortunately, so must I. I ate too much at McDonald's, unfortunately. What?
You're giving up?
Yeah, but I left the potato and I finished all my beef. What can you say?
Oh, okay.
So I think we're gonna take our bulalo home.
Yeah.
We're gonna take our bibimbap home because
Yeah.
I think we did one too many things with McDonald's, especially. I think that's
The bulalo steak is really rich, to be honest with you. Because look at the rice that I left. It came with rice, but it was so rich that it's actually pretty good. That
it's got so much butter and mushroom gravy.
they didn't skimp out on the quality of the ingredients. So I gotta tell you, it's pretty.
Yeah, and I was like, let's order 3 things because I think the portion sizes are gonna be ho
This
hum
place kind of surprised us.
in such a
so-
way. I was able to
very-
finish all my food except like the bulalo that remains and then the potato that remains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Delicious.
So yeah, thankfully I was able to finish all
Would
that.
you come back here?
Yeah, I think so.
Hands down, right?
Let's make sure that I'm gonna be on an emptier stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah, very hungry. Because generally, when you say let's go eat bulalo, the soup, it's not even that big.
So the price point for the bulalo is really good. I mean, with all the ingredients that they have in there, wow, impressive. Really.
Yeah.
Did you ask your dad how his bulalo?
How did your bulalo noodles turn out?
bulamami? Bulalomi.
Very good.
Very good. Okay, so it's worth noting that this restaurant here has only been open since February 2020. We have only been here a month and a half after. And then these are started by the folks at La Preciosa, and I've covered that on a previous blog. They are one of the oldest restaurants, or at least the most
Very well
popular.
known here in
very well
Laluhan.
known here in Ilocos Norte. Right. So started by the same folks, and the quality, I'm proud to say, is right on point with the restaurant of the same name. So, you know, props to them. This is a really good spot.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Spot. Warren, what's your comment on everything with the food
Yeah.
for this place?
What do you think, Warren?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. How about you?
That's all.
What's your?
Warren drank a lot of Red Horse. That's the reason why.
Because my brain's not working today. I'm sorry.
What happened in McDonald's? It wasn't working there too?
Meat, sir. It's very soft and tender.
Yeah.
So you would recommend going here?
Yes, sir. I 100% recommend it.
Better do so before you go to Kansas, son.
Yes.
Because you might be eating a lot of beef over there, but it's probably a lot of steak. So
I had a
not
Superman
bulalo.
for me. He's in Smallville.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm gonna ready to wrap up this video. Warren, you wanna take us home?
Yeah?
Well, take us home.
3, 2, 1.
Spiel.
The
So,
so
if
if
you
you
like
like
this video,
no sir, that's not the outro.
Okay.
yeah, but we're on the outro. Do the outro.
So-
Take us home.
Take us home if you
You.
Take,
It's a directive. You have forgotten the spiel already.
you
Oh
can
my
take
God.
us home anytime.
You can take us home anytime. Yeah, he looks very tipsy. Can you take us home? Or are you
Good.
too inebriated to do it?
So don't forget to like, share, comment, and the most important things in this world is subscribe. That's all.
That's all.
Yeah.
Why are
Yeah.
you mad?
Yeah, that's it. All right. So, a strong endorsement from Warren on this place, and then, of course, a strong endorsement for you to support this channel, especially because we'll be taking you to lots and lots of different places where we pig out on lots and lots of beef, and it costs a lot of money. And the good thing, this place doesn't cost that much money. Am I right? It only costs like what, 150 pesos a plate? That's a bargain,
Good
isn't
quality, good price.
Yeah, because they
a
might raise the
financial-
price in 2 more months. Who knows? Or double up in 2 more months. So Warren told you the spiel, and then until next time, keep cool but care. Remember, the empire never ended.